Alright, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator. It's going to be an interesting episode. We're going to be picking some corn. I got a hold of a Kinze grain cart because we're just going to load it directly on the truck this time because we're just going to sell it right out of the field. Moisture should be good to go there and all that, so shouldn't have no problems with the moisture on it. And we're gonna get going here pretty soon. I gotta pull it up real quick. Anyways, but yeah, it should be a decent episode. We got the 40 on the grain cart, so it should be big enough to pull that, I would think. But we're gonna get going here. So we gotta go pick up our Peterbilt, and we're gonna hook onto the grain trailer and all that. Because we bought this shed across the street, across the highway from the main farm, and that's my brother's house now, so that's what we're gonna call it. So yeah, hope you guys are all doing well. So yeah, we definitely are gonna get some things done here today. So, and I'm not sure where I'll park this just yet. I think we're just gonna park it on the road over here for now. I think we were about halfway down the field road. Open up our covers here. And we're going to get rolling on our combine. So, here we go. Get it fired up here. But no, the Farming Simulator community lost a good one. His name was Wyatt Minnix. He was in charge of, I think he's the one that started Texas Boy Modding or something like that. Or Texas State Modding, that's right. So he was the one that did that. He was only 20 years old, so it's kind of sad to see that. And so I guess supposedly he was working in some tank of some kind and it collapsed on him. So my heart goes out to his family and everything else, and his friends. We lost a pretty good one. He was a good guy and didn't really seem to have a bad thing to say about a lot of people or anything like that. And he just seemed like he was a good dude, and he definitely was making some good mods. He was a good modder and all that. So it's honestly a real shame. And that's one nice thing I do like. I've been seeing them all, over on quite a few different pages on Facebook and stuff there, and all that kind of stuff, and it's definitely cool to see, the community as a whole kind of coming together and saying nice things about him, and just kind of carrying him in our hearts and everything else, and it's try not to tear up here. it's good to see somebody who's, yeah, a little younger, and that's terrible to see. When a young buck, I think, leaves the world a little too early. And but it's great to see how much of an impact he had on people, and how much, you know, just like even complete strangers and that will more or less mourn his loss and kind of try to keep his memory going and all that kind of stuff. And it's really cool to see all that. And God forbid something happens to me, I'd be lucky to have that myself. So it's really cool to see the community as a whole just kind of string together and say good things and do good things, and keeping his name going and keeping him in our thoughts and our prayers, and carry him in our hearts and stuff like that. And he was a talented kid and was destined for very good things. And it's really sad to see him leave way too early. And yeah, I don't like seeing stuff like that. Granted, it happens, it's part of life, and there's not a whole lot you can do. You're not going to be able to bring him back or anything like that, but I thought I'd do this video for him. So if you want to share it, go ahead and share it. I'm not doing it to gain any notoriety or anything like that. If his family and friends and stuff see this, and just know that I'm thinking about you today, and I'm doing this for your loved one, your son, your nephew, your cousin, your friend, whatever. And so I just want you to know I'm thinking about him today, and he won't be forgotten. So any videos I do this week are for him. And so I'd just like to once again give a shout out and appreciation to everybody out there showing him and his family love, and keeping them in mind, keeping his family in mind, because that's it's a pretty cool thing. And like I said, God forbid something happens to me, I kind of want the same thing. So this one's for you, Wyatt. It's for you. But I mean, he was, like I said, just a nice guy. And you know, he was one, he'd help out people, had questions on mods. He was one of the first ones to answer. He was the first one to help out. He's the first one to tell somebody they did a good job on something. I mean, shit, he's even told me I did good work. So obviously we don't know him personally, but he had the same passion and played the same game and was doing the same kind of thing. And I'm just, like I said, I think it's just awesome to see the community as a whole come together and keep them in our thoughts and things, and that part's really cool. I mean, just seeing different stories and people talking about them and all that kind of stuff. So we ain't got time for this. think we're going to combine this strip and the next strip. I might do that third one down there as well. And then I'll probably go ahead and do wheat or barley in here. Just so when the time comes I'll have plenty of straw and all that. I'll shut her down here for now. I'm going to get a couple screens while this is filling up. Let's see, I think if I remember correctly, this should hold, what is it, 40,000? Yeah, so we'll be able to dump in the combine, from the combine at least one more time. And at some point I'm going to tackle that big ass piece, but that won't be in this video. I'll probably do that at some point. But we'll see how things go. And as well as doing this, I'm also kicking around the idea of doing a farm display again with my 64 scale tractors and equipment, but we'll see. I'll probably do some videos on that as well at some point. Yeah, that's the hog farm. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably do this strip and the next one just to get them done and get it over with, basically. And then this side of the farm will be pretty much all harvested except for that big ass piece, which goes around 3 sides of the farm. So and if I'm paying attention here, I won't miss corn like I just did. But, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to put either wheat or barley in these 3 strips after they're done, harvested obviously. So I'm going to have to get the 4430 out and fuel cultivate this or disc it, whatever. So that'll probably be the next video. We'll more than likely be starting the tillage on this. And of course, being on strips, the unfortunate part is since they're not straight, you can't use the worker to do it. So, but it is what it is, and I'm not gonna be too upset about it. So, but this is a pretty wide strip, so because we've already harvested 4 of those strips, so I kind of want to missing some corn, so I kind of want to get all these strips harvested off, so then they'll all be nice and fertilized for the next time I go to harvest these strips off. So we should have a decent rotation of crops over here, because we're going to have those 2 strips corn, these 2 strips beans. And then these 3 strips, like I said, are either going to be wheat or barley. Probably more than likely they're going to be wheat. So, just because wheat is a hell of a lot more common crop around here than barley is, so. I don't know if I own that big piece down there or not. Down there off to the right, below this third strip. I don't know if I own that big piece or not, because that might be something that gets combined off too. Like I said, probably the next one time I combine corn, it's going to be that big son of a bitch that goes around 3 sides of the farm. So that one's going to be fun. That's probably going to take at least a couple days probably to get it done. So that is a big bastard. Like I said, it goes around, you can see it goes around 3 sides of the farm. So and then as well as that grain cart, that other little homestead I bought across the highway, that's just that I pulled the peat out of there. The windrower and the ag baggers in there, and that's probably where that grain cart's gonna go, because I don't have room anywhere else for that big son of a bitch, so that's gonna have to go in there. Alright, again, we don't have time for that. I can't remember how many bushel the semi holds, so I think I'm going to dump this off and find out. Because this will be 20,000 bushel. I think it holds 50, but I'm not exactly sure and I can't remember. So we're going to go dump this off in the truck real quick, even though I know it's not going to be a full load probably, but like I said, I got to remember how many bushels the shit holds. So yeah, because this is a 40,000 bushel cart. So and of course the other thing too with, I think this tractor might actually be a little bit undersized. We don't want to fill it completely full, because that'll probably stress her out pretty good. So let's get a root down here. Let's see, what side is this? Alright, so I gotta pull over on this side. Alrighty. Let's see what percentage we're at here. Okay. So it'll hold a little more than 2 completely cartfuls. because I forgot I had the pup back there. So yeah, that'll hold double what this is. So we'll be alright. So we can take one whole cart full and put it in there. Alrighty. Fair enough. Shut that off. Hop in our combine again. We might end up with a semi-load out of this field, and of course this one, it's not fertilized, so if it was fertilized, we'd probably end up with quite a bit more. But when you start out and there's crops growing in the field, it's usually not fertilized, so usually, but I could be wrong. And I'm not going to worry about weaving in and out at this point. Little pieces like that, I don't care. I can stay standing in there. I'll till it in. So. Yeah, hope you guys are all doing alright though. I mean, it is Friday, so for most of us the work week is kaput now. It's time to do some things. Having a bonfire tonight, so got some friends coming over, and more than likely it's going to be about cigarette butts and moonshine tonight, so we got that going on tonight. Got some friends coming over, like I said. My uncle's coming over, my brother's coming over, so a couple of my wife's friends are coming over, and it should be a good time. But yeah, and then I got a text from my boss this morning, and guess I'm going back to work next Monday, so yeah. Be back to not sitting on my butt at the house, so that's kind of nice. But, you know, so like I said, you know, we got work week's done, but I'm glad I'll be going back to work next week, so with any luck, we won't have no major issues there. Next week's supposed to be pretty nice, and it's going to be in the high 50s, low 60s. Other than I think next Thursday is supposed to be like 45 or something like that. 40. It's going to be a little cooler, but that's okay. It's a hell of a lot better than frickin' snow. So, but then the following week looks like it's going to be kind of rainy, so we'll see how things go with that. But it is what she is. So yeah, we'll have quite a full load probably by the time we get this one done, so we'll end up, yeah, like I said, we're going to end up doing another strip anyway, so. Only thing I kind of wish was there was corn fodder left on the field, but, whatever. I think there's textures that you can do. Driving out on the highway, but whatever. Get this squared off. There we go. And I'm probably going to miss a little bit, but that's okay. But yeah, this corn's gonna go directly, gonna be sold right out of the field, so we're not gonna mess around with putting it in the bin or anything like that. So, because moisture's good and we don't need any silage at the moment, so might as well get this picked off, get it sold, make some money on it. Yeah, it just kind of does that shit on its own. Pops some in, pops some out. When it comes to rows, I don't get it. But I guess it is what it is. Definitely producing more than I thought it was going to, so shit, it might have been fertilized, who knows. I mean, we're already on our third strip already, so things are going pretty good. Should be able to get this done before too long. I mean, it's only noon, we got the 3 strips done, so we should be able to get this sold or done and sold off by the end of the day. So but no, definitely looking forward to tonight. I mean, like I said, I got some friends coming over, and wife's got some friends coming over, and all that. And got me some apple pie moonshine ready to go, and some Busch Light for the other peasants. But yeah, I definitely looking forward to it. I got some. I got a fire starter log because it's been raining the last 4 days because it rained Monday through yesterday, and so the wood might be a little bit wet. So I got, of course, I usually start my fires with diesel fuel anyway, but I've got a fire starter log that's supposed to help keep things lit and stuff for up to 3 hours. So I'm thinking we should be okay. And then I also split up a bunch of kindling too as well. So I actually ran over some of my beans, but that's okay. Yeah, we shouldn't have no problems getting this done here for too long. We probably only got one more swipe left to do after this one, so yeah, we'll definitely have this done. Like I said, the next video will probably be doing tillage and getting this ground worked up and ready to sow some wheat. So yeah, and I gotta say, I'm a lot happier with this map than Lone Oak. Like I said, don't get me wrong, Lone Oak was a nice farm. It's just Autumn Oaks it's frickin' sweet. I can't really say anything bad about it. I like it a lot. The only thing that this doesn't have that Lone Oak did that I liked was the pond and a little creek and stuff. That was pretty cool, but like I said, other than that, I really, this field doesn't, or this farm doesn't have anything to complain about, so. Yep, my combine's going to need a bath after this, too. Yeah, if I'm gonna be taking the stuff to the beans or stuff to the bins, I'm not gonna use the grain cart. But if I'm gonna sell it directly from harvesting it out of the field, yeah, we'll use the grain cart. We'll just dump it right in the semi because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put it, truck it, haul it with the 42 all the way, all the way over to the bin, dump it in there, and just then turn around and pull it out of the bin and dump it in the semi and take off with it. With this way here, we'll be saving us a step rather than dinking around with all that bullshit. We'll just get it done. We'll get it done good. You know what? I've had about enough of this shit. Should have did that to begin with. I guess we'll have more than just one swipe left. I think it gets a little bit wider on one end versus the other, so that's probably why. But I think we should be able to get all 3 of these strips on the truck, so that's some good news. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's been fertilized or not, so and maybe the next time we harvest off of this we'll get, or them other 2 pieces, we'll get more off of those than we had anticipated. So yeah, we're driving to our corn mess up there. But yeah, we shouldn't have no problems getting all 3 of these pieces to fit on the truck, so I mean, I don't know, probably about the right size tractor for this car, I suppose. I mean, it is a 200 horse tractor, so I suppose that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the video here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping Wyatt Minnix in your prayers. I hope I'm saying his name right. But thanks for watching, and thanks for keeping him in your thoughts and things like that. So till the next episode, guys, take her easy and happy farming.